Okay, so I welcome all of you to today's class. I know today we have a lot of new faces. Um, let me just brief you on what we have done up till now. So yesterday we had an info section from some senior devs to just come and brief us about our journey to become a what software developers. That's website and
Mr.
other.
Robert, are you recording at your end?
Yeah, I've started.
Thank you.
All right. So um that's what we did yesterday. I'm very sorry because I didn't even know I have a lot of people filled the forms. So I didn't check. I didn't It was just today that Eric drew my attention and I went there to check and we had about 10 people at the back of the gate waiting to come in. So I've added all of them. Okay, so far what we have done is we have learned about our HTML and CSS. We are still on CSS. So those of you just joined, I saw some beginners there. Most of them were also intermediate. Okay, so if we are doing something and you don't understand, so then you let us know so that if you are more than five, or let's say five, we will schedule one like another section for you guys so that we just go over whatever we have done so far. Though we have a YouTube channel that all the classes or the courses that we have had previously have been uploaded to our YouTube channel. So you can just go to our YouTube channel, Code Boots Ghana, then just watch those previous classes. The only issue is because it is live class, it tends to be too long, and sometimes when you are watching, it becomes boring, which I don't really like. As time goes on, we are going to I'm going to record professional videos like what you guys have been seeing on YouTube for this kind of classes for you guys. So don't be left out. If you are doing something and you don't understand, just ask your question. We are all here as a family and friends, so just be bold and ask your question. Okay, so yesterday what I took from the info section is that was from the last speaker. He said Robert cannot teach you everything. If you guys remember, yes, I can't teach you everything. Frankly speaking, I can't teach you everything, but the main aim for doing this is when I started programming. In fact, I went through a lot of challenges. In fact, I didn't know where I was going. That's the main reason why I brought those people also on board to clear everything for you guys to know where you are going. That's another reason. Then the one that I was saying is in fact I was learning so many things at the same time. I'll be jumping from Java to maybe JavaScript. From Java, I did a lot of programming languages before I finally I decided to go with JavaScript as a full stack developer. So I'm going to guide you guys like what I'm doing. I'm going to guide you, give you all the resources, give you set the pace for you guys to build upon it. So please, when we finish the class, don't think that is all. There are a lot of resources on Google. Just go there and build upon whatever we are doing. The foundation, make sure you do it. Make sure you build upon it. Like he said, the last speaker also talk about after maybe redoing to do app. What do you do next? You have to build upon it. You can add your own features. That is one way of learning programming. So I don't want the class to be syntax, learning syntax, the programming syntax, the syntaxes alone. That is why I want us to run this project. I want us to run this course on project base. So we have already learned about HTML. We have learned about CSS. We are going to please hold on. We are going to build upon whatever we have learned so far. So this will be the kind of like our first project for this course. I don't know whether you have already built a project. Okay, so the first project was just a navigation bar, right? Hello guys, do you remember?
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, so we just built a navigation bar. Then from there, I gave you an assignment to build um the Google homepage. That still most of you haven't done it. Please, if you use that attitude in this
I
class,
have finished. I finished mine.
okay, okay. So today we are going to divide the class into two.
I'm done with mine too.
Okay, that's great. Today we are going to divide the class into two. The first, I pray that within the 1 hour we can be able to build what you guys are seeing on the screen. After building this, then I will teach you guys how to use Git and GitHub, how to use Git to push your codes there so that we can all collaborate on some projects after maybe after the first level. That is this level is the courses that you see on the flyer will be, I think the first level will end at Bootstrap. Then there's level two will start with JavaScript straight. Maybe I'll skip Tailwind CSS for now for you guys because they are all CSS frameworks. So we are just going to pick Bootstrap, and within even with the Bootstrap, I'm still deciding between the 5 and 4. They just introduced Bootstrap 5. It was I think last month that Bootstrap 5 came. So maybe we will start straight with the current one, or we will still go with Bootstrap 4 because Bootstrap 5 just came, and maybe I think maybe it's not stable enough for us to just jump over that. Or let's see, when you get there, we know what you do. Okay, so like I said, I'm not going to waste your time. Let's start coding straight. So before you start the coding, you guys can see my screen. We have a nice UI which was designed by Eugene Ofoso. He's part of the UI UX team. So those guys who are on that part can also collaborate or ask her how she did it, and I've asked them to mentor you guys, so they are going to take that side because personally I don't do anything UI UX, though I know how to use the tools, but in fact I don't have time for UI UX. So you guys will collaborate with it. As time goes on, you will come up with the mockups, then you hand over to the front-end developers. Then the front-end developers will code this, the something like this. Then the back-end developers will also code a back-end for us to work together. Let's give yourself let's 6 months time. uh, we will all be okay with what I'm saying right now. Okay, so let's start today's class. I've not opened anything, so this is my desktop. I have code boot folder here. Let's create another. So right now, let's create a folder on our desktop or in a folder that you have already created. That's the code boot folder, and let's name it project one or first project or whatever. What's it? This is what Espresso or something. Let me check the UI. It's Espresso. So you can use the name Espresso, Espresso landing page, or you can just use landing page. So let's use any name, Espresso landing page. Guys, are you following? We have started though. I'm using Ubuntu, so maybe my interface will be different from you, but at the end of the day, we are all using VS Code. So you can do the same. Okay. So what that I will do is I'll open this in my terminal and open with VS Code. So this is the shortcut for opening VS Code. Please, are you guys following?
Yeah.
Do you have VS Code installed on your machine? Those who just joined, I told you guys to install VS Code. Mr. Eric Ampedu, do you have VS Code?
Yeah, I've downloaded it. I just came back from work, so I'm here to download, install on the PC. So
Oh,
I'm
okay.
following. I'll be doing that
I have to
alongside.
make sure all of you have it, because in programming you can't just come to the class and sit here watch VS Code. That will not be the best. Hannah, do you have VS Code on your machine? Hello, Hannah, can you hear me? Okay. Kwame, do you have VS Code?
Yeah, I do. I have it.
And is it banning or binding?
Yeah, Bini.
Yeah. Do you have VS
And
Code?
okay, well, at the moment, I'm not at home. I'm joining from somewhere. So I'm not in my machine, but I have VS Code installed there.
Okay. You can mute your mic. All right, guys. So as usual, let's create index.html. Then the next file is what? Star.css. So you can see this is what we have been doing from day one. And by this time, all of you should be familiar with some of these things. Then the next thing that we are going to do is let's create an image folder. So let's name it what? img. So that will be my image folder. What am I going to do? Just remember I sent some assets into the WhatsApp platform. So that's what we are going to use. So let me just go to my desktop. I have it download. Where is it? I think one is this, another one is this. We are just two images. Okay, so I have them here. Guys, are we on the same page?
Oh, Mr. Albert, some of us don't have it too. So
No, you should have it, because I drop all these images on the WhatsApp platform, meaning you have not been checking from there.
I'm coming.
The rest of you, do you have these images, the two assets?
Yeah, we do.
All right, guys. So,
Instead of you to say I do, then you say we do.
oh, Abdul, you don't have it.
Sorry.
We are now trying to copy them from the page. Honestly, I saw them,
Robert,
but
I have it on the page. I'll download.
Okay. Please, how many are we on the Zoom now? We are 13. Okay, 13 is not bad.
30.
Please be checking those who want to join for me, Abdul, so that you can admit them. All right. Can we start now?
We can start.
All right. So the first thing, as usual, let's use the snippet tool to generate some HTML starter templates. So how do you do it? You just press on shift plus what? The exclamation sign. Then automatically it's going to generate that out for you. So you just press enter. All right. So this is not magic. Those of you who are with us from day one, you are aware of this. So the next thing is what? Just change the title. So what is the title of our app? Espresso or something? Espresso. All right. I have spelling checker here. So if I make anything, if I spell anything wrong, you are going to underline it. Espresso. Is it like this? Espresso.
Yeah. The second one.
You should use this one rather.
Yes.
Let's check if that's what, because we are going according to this. No. We are going according to the mockup, So let's use it. I can add this to my dictionary. So that underline will go. So add to dictionary. I've done it. So this is the first part. The next part. So let's analyze this mockup. Let's try to digest it or divide it into various sections and components. All right, so we can all see that we have the navigation bar here. So the first part is the what? The navigation bar. The next section is called the hero section. Eh? The next section is the hero section. And you can see the hero section is divided into what? Two. We have this part and the next part. Then after the hero section, we have this, which is called call to action. That's the CTA. So um I'm explaining or I'm teaching you the part of a typical website. That's how it is. That's how it is. Always and always you are going to see this. That's the navigation bar. After the navigation bar, the next part is called the hero section. With the hero section, some people will decide to use a slider. Others will decide to use what you guys are seeing here. And I think this is the modern way of building a website. This is the new trend. They use illustrations. So you can see just this picture that you see at the right will describe everything that this landing page or this website or this company is doing. Guys, you understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
Great. Then after the hero section, the next part is called the CTA. That is the call to action. So the call to action, sometimes it has a button that when you click on it, will perform an action for you. So here we have just a heading and what? And a text. Then after the call to action, the rest is the body itself. The rest are the body. So we have three boxes over here, which shows the services that they render. So we have what? Eat good food, best quality, and fastest what? Delivery. So I think they are just describing the kind of services that they provide. So you can see this is a courier service landing page, a courier service landing page. So after this section, the last section is this is also another section. This one doesn't have a specific name, so this can be a section. This can also be what? Another section. So this section has been divided into three, whilst this one has what? Been divided into two, and this side is also has been divided into two. So with the aid of Flexbox, is going to make our work very, very, very simple and not cover short. We can do this within 15 minutes. Mm? We can do this within 15 minutes. Let's try and see if you can use just 15 minutes or 30 minutes for this project. I will not be running. I'll take my time and explain everything for you guys. Okay, so it's all about what? Food delivery landing page. Okay. It's a food delivery rather, not a courier service. Because the motorbike is here, that's why I said it's a courier service. It's a food delivery landing page. Food delivery landing page. All right, so we are starting straight with the navigation bar. So let's go to our HTML. So the first part. Normally, when I'm building a website like this, guys, you have forgotten one thing. You didn't remind me. We have to link our star sheet to our HTML, right? I hope you have done that already. Have you done that already?
Uh,
No.
Oh, but I
now
should be able to
about
do
do
this,
it.
right? So all that we need is
Yes, please.
we need our link tag. So link, then the relationship was star sheet. The href is what? Since it is in the same folder, we can just write the name straight and it will link it. So I'm done. I've linked my star sheet to my HTML. So let's start. And I said that looking at this page, you can see that there are some margins rather. There are some margins over here. There are some margins over here. So you can set it yourself. You can set it yourself. So due to that, whenever I'm building a website, normally with this modern website, it doesn't take the full screen like it will stretch to this end or to this end. this is how it looks like with this modern website. This is how it looks like. So you have to set this yourself. If you are using CSS framework, it makes the work very, very simple. Right now we are using the hard way. When you get to Bootstrap, you guys are going to appreciate Bootstrap a lot, because with Bootstrap you don't need to write a single line of CSS. Yes, you can use Bootstrap to build entire website without writing a single line of CSS. Just that you need to understand the CSS for better performance, and for you to be able to control the website yourself, because Bootstrap is a CSS framework which has been written for you by someone. Meaning, if you want to maybe do it on your in your own way, you should be able to do it, and it allows for that. And before you can do that, you have to master CSS. So that is what we are doing this time. Okay, so let's start. So I'm going to create, the first one will be a wrapper around the whole page. I'm going to create a wrapper around the whole page. Then inside that wrapper, I will create the various sections. Okay, so the first one is what? Wrapper. I'm going to give it a class of wrapper. Right now, when I mention class, when I mention ID, you guys should be familiar with some of these terms. So I have a snippet here. All that I need is what? Just introduce my period sign and write what? Wrapper, the class name. So the class name is what? Wrapper. Then I press enter. So you can see it has written the code for me. Just with
Please,
that,
can you go over that again? How did you do it?
if you don't have that snippet, it won't work. Oh, last time I let you guys install the what's the name? Emmet, right?
Yes, please.
Good. So all that you have to do is you introduce full stop, then the name that you want to use, any name at all. But I'm using wrapper. You can use any name, please. Don't. It's not that we are coding together. So excuse me to say that. Mube we are me baby, mamu we are me. So yeah, what there. All right. So wrapper. Then you just what? Press on the enter key. Bam. So I have it now. Do you all have what are we on the same page now?
Yes, please, we are.
Yes, please.
Great. Okay, I think I have some question here. Let me go and check if someone is facing an issue. Okay, Kwame said yeah. Okay, so let's move on. So inside our wrapper, right now we want to just run this page. So what do we do? Let's just type something here. Let's just type anything to run our page. So I'm introducing H1, then just type let me use the same title. This one is not part two. It's not part. I just want to see something on the screen. So like espresso, espresso. All right. So let's run it and see what we have. You guys know how to run it. I think some of you have live server here. You can click on live server and it will display. Mine is not here because I have installed this SAS plugin inside, and it has overridden that icon. So let me use the long way. All that you have to do is right click on the VS Code and select open with what? Live server. Just select this and automatically it's going to open our page for us. All right, so you guys can see I have that espresso what do you call it, number here, text here. I don't want to use this. So let me go back to this one. All right, so I'm using this browser instead of the first one. Okay, so what's the first thing? You remember last time I taught you that by default, whenever you are building a website, automatically the browser allocates some spaces. That's the margin around the whole body. So you can see on top of this, you have a margin here, and you have another small margin here. there's another margin here, but you can't see because you don't have a lot of text here. And even the down to, you have a lot of margins here. Remember that last time. So by default, always come here and remove all those margins and paddings and the rest. So how do you do that? You can just use the asterisk symbol or the body. So let's go with the body. So just select your body. So what you are doing is we are selecting this tag, the whole of this tag, meaning everything that is found inside the body tag. That's what we are selecting. So just select body and remove those margins around your website by default. Whenever you are building a website, use this approach. Let's start with this. So you can set this as a template for yourself. Even without looking on the person's UI, you just come and do this before you go back. So margin, I'm setting my margin to what? 0. My padding to be what? 0. All right. So right now, let's go back to our site and see. Let me refresh. Since is this thing working at all? Okay, I think it's working here, but the top one is not working, and I think it's because of this H1 tag. There's a way to debug CSS, so I'll be teaching you guys. That's why we are building this together. I'm going to show you how to debug CSS. Okay, so the first thing that we are going to do is we are going to set the whole background color of our website. You can see the background color of our website is it cream color? Those of you know colors, please, what is the color of this? Guys, what is the color?
It's something closer to cream.
All right. So let's go and find that color. This thing, what's up? Okay, so I think I have the UI here in my Figma account. Let me just go there so that I can give you the right colors. Eh? What is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? All right, so there's it. There's it. So I'll give you the color code right now. Don't worry. You can hold on or move on. I've given you this. I shared this, what do you call it? This template with you guys, right? So you can see what you can do. Let me see. Why is this thing opening this for me? So where should I open it? I think let me see this. All right. So I think this is not the color. This is the color, right? This is the color. So let me copy the color code for you guys. So right now, you guys can see it at the chat section. So I have the color code there. Please just copy this and follow what we are going to do next. So the next thing is the body itself. Let's give it what? A background. Just a background, not a background color. So just give it a background of the color that I sent you. Make sure you bring hash in front of the color. Let me check if that's the color. Is that the color? Is it reflecting? Is that the color? Yeah, I think so. I think so. Yeah. So this is the color. So right now we have set the background color of the whole page to the cream. Guys, do you understand up to this point?
Yes, we do.
Okay. Okay, so let's continue. What is the next thing? The next thing is to start building the navigation bar. And you guys remember the navigation bar that we created last time? It's the same thing that you're going to do today. All right. So all that you have to do is what? Introduce the special tags. So we are going to use the nav tag, the nav tag to wrap everything for the navigation items or the content for the navigation bar. So just create a nav tag like this. Then inside the nav, it has been divided, or it has been split into two. We have the left side, which has the logo, and we have the right side, which has the links with a button. Guys, are you following?
Yes, please, we are.
Great. So inside this, the same thing, based on what you saw on the screen, that is from the mock-up, the same thing. So programming, this one is like calculation, and programming is all about calculation. So you have to just calculate one or two things here. So you know that even this one doesn't demand any calculation, just a matter of layout. You position the logo at the left, and the rest of the content at the right. That is all. So how are you going to get this? So we can divide this into two as it is on the screen. So let's use the logo as a class here. So I'll set a class of what? Logo. So inside my logo container, I can write the name of the company. Since they are using text, we can use just text, right? If it were to be image, meaning you have to call the image here. But here it is text.
Mr. Robert.
Yeah.
Mr. Robert.
I'm listening.
Yeah, please. Where's the first text that you wrote?
I just erase it because you are not going to use it.
Okay.
All right. So inside the nav, we have what? Our first section, or the left side, which is the logo. And I said this one is text, so you have to type it yourself. So you can just use H2 or H3, whichever. So let's use H2 and type the name there, Espresso. I think there's full stop there. Let's bring the full stop to Espresso like this. So let me go back and see. So I have my Espresso here. Have my Espresso here. Then inside it, the reason why
this espresso you have there is not what you just wrote.
Yeah.
Is that it?
It's different, eh?
Yeah,
it looks like the H1 that you did, though.
It's really like what?
The H1 that you did earlier. Or have you refreshed the page?
So what's the question? You said it doesn't look exactly like this.
No, I'm saying that, is it this one you just wrote, or the H1 that is still there?
No, this is H2.
Okay.
Yeah, this is H2. So just follow what we are doing here. But if you don't understand anything, ask the way you guys are doing it.
Thank you.
Yeah. So let's move on. So this will be our first, the left side. Then on the right side, we need what? The various links, right? And I've taught you how to create links. We use the what? Unordered list, or you can use the ordered list, whichever way. Then inside that tag, you introduce the what? The list tag. So let's do that together. So I can use what? UL will be the first one. Then inside the UL, we are going to have our various links there. So LI, the first one is, I think, home, right? Home, about us, catalog, delivery, contact, and so let's take it one by one. So let's think about home, about, catalog. So let's create them at once. So the first one be what? Home. And inside the link, it should be a link. This is list, so it should be a link. How do you introduce link? Right now, let me start asking some questions.
You can use
the anchor tag.
You can use the anchor tag.
Great. So we use the anchor tag. So we can't. In fact, I'm lazy. I don't want to be typing, so I'm using the snippet code too. I just type A, enter. I get it. Are you following?
Yes.
Mr. Robert, I think with a snippet this thing, I think when you install the Visual Studio this thing, it has it automatically. You can use it.
Yeah. The modern ones. For the modern ones, guys. I think we have 14 people. Hey, Abdul, please can you ring the bell again for them to join?
Okay.
Just remind them that the class is still ongoing, and I think for the next 2 weeks, if it continues like this, we are going to keep the normal as we see on the screen and remove the rest. All right. So right now we don't have the pages ready. We don't have the pages ready. I think this is the home page. So with the home page, inside the href, we can just introduce what slash, the forward slash like this. So this one, whenever you introduce or whenever you implement the forward slash inside your anchor tag, it means that it's going to the home page. Just this one is home page. All right. So between our anchor tag, let's type our home there. The next one is what? About us. So I can just do this, guys. Um, Look at what I'm going to do. So li, then is it greater than? So greater than a. Enter. Are you following?
Yes, please.
Good. So all that you have to do is, since about us page is not ready, when the person or when the users click on it, we don't want it to take them to any page. So all that you have to do is introduce the hashtag here, so that when they click on it, nothing will happen. So the next one will be what? About us. So about us. Then the next one is what? Catalog. So the same thing. So the same thing. The same thing. Catalog. Then what was the next one? Can someone let me know? The next one is what? The next one is delivery, contacts. So delivery. So we have what? Contacts. Please, are you guys following?
Yes, please.
All right.
Yes, we are.
Yeah.
Then the last one is what? Make an order. Make an order. Make an order. So li, the same thing. A the hash.
That one will be a button.
That one will be a button, but still we can use this one to do.
We can list it, and then instead of using the anchor, we use the button inside.
Okay. Like anyhow, all that you can use the CSS to perform any action.
Okay.
Okay, but you let's go with what you're also saying. But one thing about if you use the button, we cannot introduce this href inside the button. You understand?
Okay.
And we want this one to, when you click on the button, it should perform something. And that one can only be done, if you use the button, it can only be done when you use JavaScript.
Okay.
But since we are dealing with HTML and CSS right now, let's use this one so that it will be easier for the linking. That's from the routing. When I say routing, moving from one side to another.
Okay.
Sure. So that one, the next one was what? Make an order, right?
Make an order, yes.
Make an order. Is it caps or let me check? Make an order. The order O is capital O. Hey, and then I'm all right. So right now, let's see what we have on the screen. Great. So we have our what do you call it, logo here, and the rest of the links. Okay. So the question is, guys, right now, I want to position this one here and position the rest here. How am I going to do that? We are coding together.
Please, you can use this thing. You can use the span tag.
I can use this. I have not introduced any span here.
Okay.
Right now, we are going to write CSS for just this. That's how we are going to go by the class.
We should use the flex box.
Yeah, so we are going to use flex box. So which tag are we selecting first?
Display flex.
Mr.
Display
Albert,
flex.
you could select the class and then set display to inline.
Which class are we selecting? That's the question.
You can put a class inside the UL.
UL. Are you sure?
Yes. Yes.
Wait. What did we talk about Flexbox? What did you say about Flexbox?
We should do the first thing to do is display flex.
You select the one on the list.
No, I'm coming. Listen to the question. I said, what is the first rule for Flexbox? The first rule.
You have to select selector and what declaration.
No. The rule for Flexbox, the ultimate rule for Flexbox. Hey, what's the first rule?
Moses, you are playing music.
Moses, please, can you put that?
Mr. Albert, if you should say display flex, it will make everything in line.
So which tag are you selecting that or displaying the flex on?
And now,
Who said it?
Amati.
Great. But the first rule, you guys have forgotten the first rule. The first rule is you always have to talk to the parent class first or the parent element first. Do you remember that?
Yes.
Please don't forget some of these things. So listen, let me tell you one thing. Programming or web designing is, I will not say it's complex, but it's some way. So I'm trying to make you guys, I'm trying to make it very, very easier for you guys. That's the aim. So I will not bombard you with so many things. I'm just going to give you like what you guys need on one. At the end of the day, you can go on the internet and do other research and add to whatever I'm teaching you here. So you guys should keep it. The first rule is you have to talk to the parent element or the parent class first. That's the first rule. So then you come back to this. Then you ask yourself, which one is the parent? Here you can see that the overall boss is this class. But you can see that this class also contains another what? Parent again, which is what?
Now. Yes.
So meaning we can't talk to this one. When you talk to this one, though it will work, but we will not get what we want. You understand? So
yes.
You talk to the parent element. What is the immediate parent for this and that? What's the immediate parent for this two?
The nav
tag.
Good. It holds the logo and the UL.
Good. So you talk to the immediate parent. When I say parent, no, here even the body here is a parent. You can see. You can see that the body here is a parent. It has everything. It has one child. It has one child, and this child also has one child, and this child has how many children? 2 children, right? Then we also have the ultimate. That's the alpha and omega tag. This is the overrun grandfather. The HTML. So you talk to the immediate parent, and here we are right now. We are focusing on the nav bar, right? So with the navigation bar, the immediate parent for the navigation bar is the element what? Nav. Is the nav element. So what do? All that you have to do is select the nav element. Okay, so right now you know what you are going to do next. What's the next thing? Guys, I'm waiting for you.
Display flex.
Display what?
Flex.
That's great. So we just use display flex here. Let's go and see if it's changed. So you can see at first it was under the express, so now it is here, right?
Yes.
That's great. What is the next thing? After displaying flex, what's the next thing?
Justify content.
Great. Who is that?
Amati.
Hey, Amate Jawad Ninyande. So justify content. Which one are we using?
Space between.
Space what? Space between. That's
between.
Great. Space between. So let's use space between and see. Guys, can you see? So that's it. That's
Yes.
it. Let's go back to our UI and see. Is that what we want? No.
No.
Aha. So what
The,
do we do next?
we have to work on the UL so that they
Good.
also
Good.
spread.
Good. That's great. So the class is very, very interactive today. I like it the way it is going. So let's see. So as Mr. Abdul said, let's select the UL tag. So what's the next thing? Yes.
Probably we have to display flex there too.
The same thing. So display what? Flex. Let's go and see what we have. Guys, can you see what we have? That's great.
Yes.
That's great. So right now we have it on what? This is what? On the x-axis, which is horizontal, right? So what do you do? What do you do to space this one out? How are you going to space it out?
Horizontal. Yes.
Is that?
We can do justify content.
Are you sure justify content to work?
Hey.
Let's try.
No, okay, let's add margin right and left.
Oh, let me clap for you. That's great. Remember, I told you that when you apply the flex on the parent component and come and apply it here again, the rest of the properties doesn't work on the children component. You remember?
Yes,
So,
you did.
yes. So even if you come and apply justify content or align something, it won't work. It won't work because it is used by the parent element. So for the children, they can't use it. Oh, they have a pen.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So let's use margin what? Right, as our brother said. In fact, I like the way you guys are contributing to their class today. So which measurement should we use? How many? The American
Should be trying. So if you try and it doesn't
yes,
click,
that's
then
it.
you use
We
the
are
other
all
one.
trying.
13.
So
Let's try
13 pixels, right?
28,
13 pixels, yes.
28,
Let's start with 13 first.
28,
30.
28.
Okay, so 13 is not working. No.
Okay.
So someone is saying
28.
28 pixels. Let's see. Is it working? All right. Who can tell me the reason why it's not working? There's something wrong over here.
Yes.
What's going on?
You should be calling the lists.
Good.
Li.
Good. You should even this UL that we have selected it raw like this is very, very dangerous. Who can tell me the reason why?
The reason is that if there is UL in any other
It
place,
can affect any other UL.
So what do
it
you
will
do?
affect it. So you can do .nav.ul.
Hey, the nav is not a class.
A class.
So
Okay.
you call the nav then space out UL.
Okay. So that it knows that you are referring to that particular UL.
Yes. So the same applies to the LI here. So nav UL then what? LI.
Sir, please, some people want to join.
Okay. I haven't seen that.
Yeah. So guys, what's the next thing? So let's apply the
People want to join.
Okay, Abdul is in charge of that. You will let them in. All right. So
please, I have a question.
Yes, you can ask. Please mention your name.
Okay, so this is Benin.
Benny, you are new to the class. Benny, from where? What do you do?
Is that?
Are you a student or you are working?
I'm doing my national service.
You are doing your national service. That's great. So where do you stay?
Oyarifa.
Oyarifa. That's great. You are welcome, eh?
Thank you.
Please go on.
Okay, so I wanted to find out, in this case, instead of using something like nav.ul or nav.ul.li, couldn't we assign an ID to this particular UL? Since is a specific URL that you are trying
Yes.
to
Yes.
apply this CSS
Yes.
to. So if you assign an ID to it, and then we
Yes.
refer to the ID.
Yes. Is it Benny or Benny?
Benin.
Benny. So Benny, with HTML like website development, you as a webmaster, whichever way it works for you, do it. At the end of the day, we want to arrive at this point. This is what we are following, So just do whatever you can do. Just that you have to follow best practice as you are suggesting now. But if you use this approach too, it is fine.
Okay.
I think your approach, when we use your approach, we are not going to write a lot of tags over here, right?
Yeah.
So that would be let's say smart way, or I think that would be the best approach. Guys, do you understand his question?
Yes, we do.
Yeah, so instead of selecting the UL and the LI and the nav together, you can just give it an ID here. You can just give it an ID and come and select only that UL, the ID over here, and give it a property of display or flex. So I think that one also works. But whichever way, it's up to you, the webmaster. Please, is that clear?
Yes, please.
That's great. So let's move on. So let's start with the 13 again. So 13 pixels. Let's see if that one is okay. All right. Is that okay? No. 28, right?
28 will open too much. Okay, let's try.
I think it's okay.
All right. We have to do away with the dot we are seeing there.
And the underline too, we have to do away with them.
Yes.
So the dot, where can we remove the dot? Between this and that, which one?
The nav ULLI.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Now, is the UL.
Is the UL. So what do you do? Which property are you going to use?
List item.
Decoration.
None.
Hey, wait. Who is talking?
Okay. With the Mr. Robert.
Yes.
With the underline, you can do that.
No. Let's remove the bulletin first.
I said text decoration.
Hey, are you sure?
Text decoration, remove the underline.
Lister.
It's lister. So
okay.
Lister, you set it to what?
None.
That's great. Let's see. Wow. It's gone. What's the next thing? All right. The next thing is we want to remove the underline. So with the underline to what do you do?
Text decoration.
Text decoration. Where are you going to apply that?
I think that's with the nav ULI.
Are you sure it will work?
Let's try it and see.
Okay, let's try. So text decoration, none. Let's see. Is it gone? No. So you didn't apply it at the right tag.
Yes, please. I'm trying something on this here.
Oh, we have about 15 people. So guys, let's be fast.
Okay.
Because
so I think the various with the underline is on the link. So I think we have to apply it to the link tag.
So the same.
That is the A tag.
Yeah. Li, then what? A. What do you do? Text decoration, right? None. It's gone now.
Yes.
Guys, are we getting closer?
We're almost there.
All right, guys, you can see that there are some margins over here. How do we create it? So remember, I gave the overall, overall, what do you call it? Body here, a class of wrapper. So
yes.
Let's introduce that one under the body. So class of what? Wrapper. So that one we are setting the margin. Weight rather. Weight. The weight. Let's use. So the whole weight is 100%. We want to create some small weight. We want to create that small, what do you call it, margins around the left and the right. So instead of 100%, how many percent do you guys suggest?
90.
Okay, let's try 90% and see. So 90%. Okay, so 90% will work, but you can see still it has created it just at this side, right?
Yes.
So what do? We have to set we have to set what we want to position at the middle. So what do?
Align.
Okay, you could use align, test alignment, then center.
Are you sure that will work?
We are not aligning the text, so we are aligning the whole wrapper.
The whole wrapper. There's a way. I've forgotten. You set, is it the margin? Let's set the margin to auto. Let's set the margin to auto and see. Wow, it works. Guys, so you can see we are all creating together. So you just try. If it doesn't work, that's how it's going, right?
Yes.
So you can just set the margin to what? Auto, and that one will do what we are looking for. It will just position everything at the center for us.
Yeah.
Are we getting closer?
Yes. We're almost there.
Yes. So let's target this one and move. So let's move from the left to the right. Hey, but
Mr. Robert, please have a question. Mr. Robert.
Yes.
Please, I have a question.
You can ask.
Just like the way we had the this thing, the nav tag, the UL tag, the list tag, and then the anchor tag inside the div tag. Could we put an ID inside the list tag and then refer to that ID, and then the effect will go directly to it?
Yes. Remember, is it Bunny? Bunny asked the same question. I said it all depends on the webmaster. Guys, when you guys get to that level, when you get to that level, hey, you can do whatever you want to. Right now, I'm trying to select the tags one by one for you. There are always shortcuts for this. So the shortcut is what some of you are asking now.
Oh, okay.
There's no one way to do this. There are different approaches. This website, the way we are coding it, when you give it to different developer, you also code it different way and get the same results. You understand?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's up to you to understand the syntax very, very well. That's what I'm doing now. Guys, is that clear?
Yes, please.
Yes.
That's great. So let's move on. So right now, let's start with our logo, right? So let's select the logo, just the logo, and see. Before selecting the logo, I think let's go back to the UI itself. There are some properties that we have to see. One, the font family for the whole project is Montserrat. We are using the Montserrat font family. And you guys remember last time I taught you how to get font family from Google font, right? So let's go there. Let's go to Google font. So that was font.google.com. Remember this this link.
Yeah.
So what do you do? So just come here and type Montserrat. So it's a Montserrat. Okay, so there's it. So just click on this and select the ones that you want. So here I'm going to select the first. I'm going to pick the first one. Let's move on. I'll pick the third one. I'll pick this one too. Guys, are you following?
Yes.
Yes, I'll pick this. I'll pick medium. I will pick bold. Then I also use the last one. So right now, let me see. Okay. So what do? Remember, I taught you this. All that you have to do is the first one is copy this link. Copy this, and let's go back to the code. Go back to HTML. Inside the header, what do? You paste this there. You paste the link over there. This is the first thing. What's the next thing? The next thing is you come back again. You will see the font family here. Guys, I don't want us to be repeating ourselves. So all that I'm going to do is, since the UI says, if you inspect, you are going to see all the text on it. They are all using the same font family. So I will not worry myself to repeat myself. I will just come to the body and apply font family of what? Montserrat. And it will apply to all the text on the page. Please, is that clear?
Yes.
Okay.
Good. So it hasn't changed that much, but I think we are on it. Let's go back to our logo. Let me select the logo class. So dot what? Logo. What do we want? The first thing is, I think it has different color. The color is, so let me select the color and send it to you guys. This browser, I don't want to be opening it for you. So let's see. So this is the color. Primary color. Primary color. Then go. Let me see if I can get it somewhere. Okay, I think there's it. So check the chat side of this. So this is the color code. This is the color code that we are going to use. So let me go back and give the logo a color. So please, are you with me?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Hey, Hannah na Bema na kasa ye.
Sir, please, it's not Hannah. Hanan.
Hanan.
Sorry, this is the one I've been calling you Hannah.
Yes, sir.
He joined with another name and changed this name to Hanan.
You see. All right. All right. So guys, let's check what we have on the screen. So it has changed, right? But the what do you call it? The font size is different. The font size is different. Yeah, you know, correct. You can see it is bold. It is bold, and also it's a bit bigger than what we see. So what do we do? Guys, what do we do? Which properties are you going to set here?
Font size.
So font size. Let's give it 30.
Yes.
30 pixels. Right now, let's go back and see. Is it too big?
It looks too big.
It's too big.
So which number
24.
should we use? 24.
Yes.
All right. Is this one okay? Guys, is this one okay?
It's cool.
Is 24 okay?
Yes.
Yes,
All right.
yes, it's cool.
Something just changed. Who can tell me?
The margin.
You can see right now, this one is at the original position, but this one has moved up.
Yes.
So how can we position everything on the same level?
And content.
We can go back to the nav.
Good.
You could use a justify content.
We can go back to the nav and align content center.
Align items.
Align items. Thank you.
Good, good, good. So let's check. That one will work. Great.
Yes.
All right, guys. So right now we have corrected this. Let's go back to our logo again. You can see that the logo, it has, I think this one is okay right now, but this one is what? You can see the full stop is different color, right? So how do you do that? How do you do that? And even this one too, the colors are black, but here it is blue. We will get there. So let's work on this. Guys, who can tell me how best we can fix this? We want to change just the full stop to that color.
Hey, that's serious.
Is that?
That's serious. Then we have to create another H2 for only the full stop, so that we can color that one differently. Hey.
All right, guys. There's a way around this, and very, very simple. Inside the H2, just introduce the span tag. It will solve the problem for you. Then the span tag, we can give it an ID, not a class, an ID of any name. So let's introduce our span tag. In fact, you can see you have created a space here. It will affect it, so don't create any space. And your full stop should come. Then inside the span tag, let's give it an ID of full stop. Just use the name to describe what you are doing. That's the best way. Full stop. So full stop. Let's come here. So all that we have to do is, after the logo, we introduce our hash.
Okay.
That will call the what? The
ID.
Then we give it a color. Right now, we don't have the color. Let me go and select it for you guys.
Okay.
So which color? Okay. So there's it. This color code no ever. Wow. Oh, this. Okay, so there's it. I have the color here. Let me send it to you guys. So we are using this color code. So let's go back. Don't forget your hash. All right. So let's go back and see what we have. This one will worry me.
Somebody is gone. We are now 14.
Maybe the person is not seeing top. All right. Do you know, I didn't save my ATL, so that's why it's not working. So it is working now. Guys, can you see? Is the logo okay?
Yes.
Are we done with the logo?
Uh,
Let's compare. As a time you code. Hi, coding there, your time January.
Today, because we are not doing the 14 minutes.
It's running, Guys, let's check. Let's compare. Is it okay? I think even if it's not okay, you guys can even adjust it yourself, right?
Yes.
From here, it's the same. It's the same. Just I think our logo is a bit bigger than what I'm seeing.
Yeah.
So we can reduce it by, let's say, 20. Let's use 20 or 22. Let's use 22. Still, let's use 20.
8.
I think it's okay, right? 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. Okay, so without wasting much time, let's go back to this. So here, all that you have to do is first, let's change the colors to what? Black. Let's change all these colors to black. The main job will be here. The main job will be here. Okay, so let's go back, and that one we can apply it on this. So the color should be what? The color should be black, which is what? 0, 0, 0. Guys, are you following?
Mr. Robert, I kind of feel like you're moving too fast.
Oh wow, because of the time. Oh, the time is also moving fast. Man, shiny here, and then now back penny. I think if we can maintain this 14 crowd, I'll be okay.
No, my girlfriend she's on the way traveling.
Gilbert is not here.
Gilbert is not here.
Oh, okay.
Gilbert is not here. I spoke with him this evening. I don't know why he hasn't joined. And my girlfriend too is she's a bit busy.
Who is your girlfriend? I never knew your girlfriend is on the platform.
Hey, this one, take it lightly. Oh. before I received slap at home. She was with us yesterday, shut.
Okay. All right, guys. So can we continue now, or I'm still moving fast?
No, we can continue.
Okay, so I think we are almost through with the navigation. Let's deal with the button. Let's deal with the button. So we can see this button. Let's build that one right now. So the button was applied to this. So how do we select only this and do some magic on it? How do you do that? In CSS, we call something pseudocode. Like the normal programming that you guys have been doing in school. We have something called pseudocode. So with the pseudocode, we can select so this is the first, this is the second, this is the third, this is the fourth, this is the fifth, and this is what? The sixth. So we can select the sixth li. How do you do that? All that you have to do is you select li, so no dot n, then ul, then li, then you introduce the pseudocode. So the number, so that's the you. I don't know how to explain it. We are selecting the children. Guys, are you following?
Yes, please.
So this is the pseudocode. Just this code that you see here. This is what you can use to select the first, the second, the third. So the n represents the number. So the number, come and put the number inside the bracket here. So here we all know 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So write 6 here. Guys, you see all these things. If I don't use project to teach you, in fact, won't you see that? Okay. So before we even do some magic, let's just play around it. Let's give it the color of red. I'm passing your select on one color of red. So let's go back and check. Okay, it didn't work. Let me see why. The reason why. Let me remove the nav and the URL, and let me see. Wow. Oh, it's not a set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's 6 or
yes, that's set 1.
Let me use the UL rather.
UL, the UL should work.
What if it didn't work because the number starts from 0?
Mr. Albert, I think, is it because you didn't bring the anchor tag?
No. With the anchor tag, You am coming. Let's use 5 and see. Maybe it start from
Oh.
0. That one too didn't work. Oh, wow. This thing.
I was saying
Mm-hmm.
that you should use the nav and the UL, since the word child is a child of the UL. So you can just do the nav and the UL, and then
Okay,
we'll see.
let's try that one. If it doesn't work, I think this thing. I tried my hands on it during the weekend.
6.
6.
Then maybe let's use the preface last child and see.
No, this will do. This one will work.
It didn't work.
Pop.
How? Okay, I'm coming in a minute. Let me just refer. It's the same thing. Is it desktop? Desktop. Code boots. May I say baby the 4 CSS. Let me just.
When I use the last child, I
It
think
it works.
it applies to all.
Okay, I'm coming. You
The
don't worry.
color applies to all.
I deal with you. You don't worry. It's the same pseudocode that we are going to use. Okay, I think it's a scam. It's the same pseudocode that we are going to use. Okay. It's the same thing, no? Or see.
Yeah, I think it's supposed to be the same thing.
It's the same thing. Now URLI and it works. Okay. Guys, I think someone suggested with the anchor tag, right?
Yeah.
Yes, please.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's try that one. Let's try that one and see. So it's going to be nav UL LI
LI
A and that's it, right?
I actually use the last child, the name.
And it worked for you, right?
It applies for all. That's why I don't understand.
So you don't use that one. Let's see. Still a question on yet.
About my end, it happened though.
It works.
Yeah, when I use the last child.
Share your screen.
Yeah, you can share your screen.
I'm not using my PC. I'm actually doing the Zoom on my phone and then.
Okay. Maybe I'm coming. Maybe it's the color
You
that's
can
not working.
you can activate your camera and show us what is it on
Color, let me see. Font size. Let me give it 700 pixels and see. Okay. Wow, this thing is going to delay us.
Mr. Robert,
Okay, so I wanted to show you a smart way of doing this, and in fact, it's stressing us. There are so many ways to kill the cat. You can just give it an ID and do whatever you want to do. Okay.
Okay.
But you see, these are some of the things I want you guys to know. The pseudocode, some of these things. I know you can just say, even you can use mathematics in CSS. I did it and it worked. This code, it works. I don't know why today it's not working. Programs are not you. See, I've already done it here. It works. All right, don't worry. Let's see. Let's give this one just a class. So an ID. So ID of what? Order, right?
Okay.
Order. ID of order. Fine.
So try it again, it will work.
Are you sure? Is your own working? It's only working. Because of the time, that's why I want us to like move away. All right. So let's just try the color red and see if that one will work for me. If this one, if it doesn't work, then nah. Hey. Is something broken or what?
I'm not sure. Nothing has broken.
Let me apply important here. I think the color is not working. Because we have already given it a color of black. I don't know if that's the reason. Let's see if we can add some properties, some different property here. Or let's bring the ID inside this one rather and see. So that's all about programming. You see, I don't have anything in mind and I'm imposing. Okay, so it's working. Guys, it's working. The ID is working. It should be applied to this one. And I'm not sure if what I want to do, I will get it. So let's see. Okay. So right now we are creating a button. We are creating a button. How do you create a button in CSS? Okay. So you can give this one a padding. A padding of the top and button should be, let's give it 10 pixels. And left and right, let's give it 15 pixels. Let's try this one and see. All right, there's nothing happening because we don't have background color. So let's try color red. Color red. Okay, so it's being applied to this one. The reason why I say it's not working is because we want to select this li, not the a. That's what we want to do. We want to select the li. Listen, let's see. It seems it wants to work, but the background color is not working here. Okay, so let me go and remove that black background color here, and let's see if that one will work. Still, it doesn't work. So let's give it a background. Oh, someone. Guys, it's working now, eh?
Yes.
So just all right, but you guys should know. Let me state this one for you guys that in programming, if you want to become a front-end developer, one thing that worries most is what we experience right now, CSS and JavaScript. So let me put that at the back of your mind. The rest are fala. For CSS, still we are all learning CSS. For JavaScript, it's forever. That's how it is. That's how it is. So let me give you a hint. Those of you who want to dive into the back end.
Mr. Robert.
Yes.
Mine is not working.
Oh, even you right now, let's go and try that the pseudocode again and let me see, because that is still maintaining once the entire thing is not working. Li, then what? A, the state chart. Let me copy.
Any floor. Say the other one now, say in your.
That one I didn't use the anchor tag inside.
That's why I say you should remove it here.
I'm coming. Let's see. Let's try this one and see. You should work.
Yeah.
All right. The other one I didn't use the anchor tag inside. I didn't use the anchor tag. Let's see. Oh wow, it's back. It's working, guys. Guys, so this is a pseudocode, and the shortcut is using this. Pseudocode, hey, just introduce ID and use it. Okay. At the end of the day, the client will not go and inspect the code. Or the answer why you are man every. Into a man won't cry. but I wanted to show you that this thing also exists. These are the pseudocode. This is how you can select the first, the fifth, the ninth numbers and the rest. All right. So, okay. So let's change the color to that color. What's the color? I think we have already used that color here. So it should pop up for me. There's it. Okay. And let's change the text color to white. So that one, what do? You just introduce color and should be what? This. It's because we have used black here. There's conflict over here. So let's see. There's a way to override that. Let me use FFF and let me set importance and see. With the new bootstrap, let me see if that one work. Wow. Okay. So let's dog this one and see if the white will come. Hey, acquire it. Okay, so we can select just this one alone using the ID. You can just select an ID order. In fact, there are so many ways to kill the cat, so don't worry, don't worry. So just come here. The first one, this is not I did it too. I got everything straightforward, but I know. But so stubborn. So color FFF. So let me save it here and come and save it here and see if it will work. So bam, it's working for me. You see, there has been some changes here again. So we are going to adjust that one too. Let's continue and get exactly what we want. You see, the button is round. It's round. It's not rectangle. So how do we get that? Who can tell me the property they are going to apply on this?
Border
You can
radius.
use border radius.
Good. Border radius. I'll go for my pin. Border radius. Border radius of
5.
Hey, 5 sir.
30.
It's
30 px.
What?
30 pixels.
30. So let's use 30 pixels and see. 5 days sakra. Guys, I think it's okay, right?
Yes.
Perfect. Hey guys, see.
Mr. Roberts.
Yes.
My dot color, no, it's not changing. No.
Your dot color.
Yeah, the dots. Where we inserted the span.
Oh no, who saved it there?
Yeah, my service. Have
you done exactly what we did? So in this case, guys, instead of the 2 hours, akaya kakrebi na so. Meaning class one we best and it's about how monka and how much monka.
Someone Kofujima is trying to enter. I have admitted him.
Okay, Amate, can you share your screen so that we debug it for you? Let me stop sharing my screen so that you do it. Please do it quick because time will call. Oh, why is this installed? Amate. Hello, Amate. Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Can you share your screen?
Yeah,
he has shared it.
Hey, I can't see it too.
Who else can see? Me, I can see.
I'm still seeing my screen.
I can also see.
I think
so. It's only Mr. Robert who is not seeing.
Okay, then guys, assist him. Hey, assist him, guys. I can't see, so I don't know.
You still cannot see.
I think I'm having some difficulties here. I don't know. Why? Because pause share. Okay, let me leave and connect again, okay?